to verify the physician's order and look through the chart to see my patient's oxygen concentration. I'm going to gather my supplies. I have my biohazard bag, my gauze, my waste syringe, and my syringe for the blood. I'm going to go to the patient's room and knock on the door. Good morning, Mr. Jones. My name is Tori. I'm a respiratory care student. I'm here to draw some blood from you. And at this time, I want to inform my patient that I'm actually going to get the blood from his line he already has, so I don't have to stick him. I'm going to wash my hands, put my gloves on. I'm going to take my gauze and slip it underneath the A-line. That way we don't get blood on our patient or the patient's bed. Before I start the A-line, I want to look at the waveform and make sure it's a good waveform. And I'm also going to silence the alarms so they don't go off while I'm doing this. And I'm also going to check his oxygen concentration to make sure he's still on that same oxygen. Okay. I'm going to take the cap off and make sure I have it in a sterile area. I'm going to get my waste syringe. I'm going to open it all the way and draw out blood. And I'm going to close it halfway and discard of my waste syringe. Now I'm going to take the cap off my syringe for the blood and then turn it all the way. And then I'm going to close it all the way and uncap it. Make sure there's no bubbles or anything. And then I need to flush out my line. First, I'm going to turn it all the way. Get some gauze. Flush out the line. Make sure all the blood's out. Okay, so I did that. I'm going to turn it up to where it's closed right there. And then I'm going to flush again to get all the blood out. Make sure all the blood's out. Okay. And then I'm going to take my sterile cap and cap it back on. And explain to my patient that the procedure is over. I'm going to discard of my used gauze and my waste syringe into the sharps container, and I'm going to put my good blood in my biohazard bag. Before I leave, I want to check the waveform and make sure it's a consistent waveform. And disregard all my materials. I'm going to thank my patient for being patient with me as I did this, and then I will go run my blood.